Hello everyone, this is Mr. Popo Jr. back with another Rocket League video discussion. I thought I'd talk about Autocam settings because there's this one thing that I've known for a little while now is how you can change your Autocam settings, and that's something that I've messed around with sometimes when looking at replays. Because you see, I notice when it comes to, watching a lot of Rocket League tournaments, stuff like that, I notice how the camera settings, it's like, auto cam, it's alright, but it's like, it has some flaws, with the way it turns around and certain angles it gets and stuff like that. And player view, it's pretty nice, but at the same time, sometimes you just want to see the whole field. And, sometimes you just only get to see what the player sees, and sometimes, the player may just mess around with ball cam on and off kind of thing. And it's just like, it would be good for there to be a camera setting that is almost completely perfect instead of, just kind of having to switch between the two. So I thought, it'd be interesting to mess around with some auto cam settings. It's actually something that I've done for a while. How about I go to this one point where I was messing with some camera settings? I believe, let me think. Yeah, at this point. Okay, let's just try to put this back to 15 where it was originally at. Wait, no, that's the wrong thing. 3.5, I think it was at. Okay, aerial focus speed. For a while I was messing around with it. I set it all the way down. But let's see how it's like where it's back at its normal view, which is at 15. It quickly goes to that. Also, I messed around with it. How about we go back? Okay, I'm back now. This time I just decided, how about I just check out things in default mode? Let's see. Because with the way default mode is, it's like, oh my gosh, everything's so close and zoomed up in some instances. And one thing that I did to fix that is actually, I changed the camera settings, and I kind of maxed out the FOV, which kind of helped things out. Thing is, you still have the problem where things kind of seem kind of close, like. At least it looks like from my view, but that's because I've had, been messing around with camera settings for Autocam for a while, so I may have gotten used to settings I had. But there's one thing we can do. We can try to change the distance some, that give us a better view of things. It should be helpful. Let's try putting it right here. Now we see a bit more things. Things don't seem as close. But, it may be kind of like, and you gotta squint to look at things at times. For the heck of it, how about we try messing with the camera settings at max and see how that goes? Gosh, how about I grab the mouse and drag it all the way to 5,000 and see how that goes? Interesting. You can see a lot of the field right here. Boy, but it can be kind of dizzy. But that's quite interesting. It does look kind of nice. I mean, it can be kind of dizzy a bit, I can tell. I got an idea. How about we mess with the camera heights some? How about we drag this very far? Interesting. Oh my. Oh my. Another thing that I could try fixing is focus speed. How about I slow that down some? Because I know I had it set down to low. Oh my gosh. This looks crazy. How about I try zooming in the camera settings some? Oh, that was a nice shot by me. I'm so sorry for being egotistical. It's quite interesting. I'm just kind of gonna chill there and mess around with these camera settings. Hey, if you guys are wondering, Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What you guys think would be good Autocam settings, and maybe in a future video I can work on that as well. This has been a little experiment so far. And yeah, got an idea. Aerial focus distance. I wonder what it's like if we put the aerial focus distance far and the speed down low. And now let me move to the one part where it does do the aerial focus. No need to go back to me where I'm doing that nice stuff. Okay, right here at this point. Right here it's kind of slow and the camera's very far back. I kind of like how the aerial focus is kind of slow because you kind of get to see the process of it instead of it, you know, going like all fast like psh. Because let's take a look at the comparison right here. Well, it's not that big a difference, but boy, I'm so tiny. I'm so tiny right there. Now let's mess around with focus threshold. I wonder what the focus threshold does. I haven't messed with that yet. Interesting. Boy, everything's so tiny now. It's a tiny, tiny field. It's a tiny, tiny field. We just take a look to see how things are right here. Blue with the ball. Blue with possession. Here goes the center. Here goes a shot. Oh, it's been blocked by the orange team. Awesome shots! Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Now I know why I want to use this in a replay at some point. Ugh. Oh, but I almost own golded as well. Let's lower the autocam height some. I wonder what it would be like if we up the horizontal, vertical, and rotation speed. Okay, now let's try it right here. Some things seem so fast. This doesn't feel exactly right. It's just something's a bit off. Okay, how about if I reset everything to default? Except I got up that FOV. I feel like the FOV is like mandatory to have that max. I mean, whether it's well, I'm not gonna go into the camera side things. It's just when I play Rocket League, I like to have the FOV maxed. Yeah, the autocam distance, I think it needs to be farther out. I feel like that's something that I actually need to have put out farther. Focus on goal zones. How about we turn that off and see how that goes? There hasn't really been much of an opportunity where it's like doesn't focus on it. How about I check it out now, turn it on, focus on goal zones on. Interesting. So there's a difference. It seems like at certain instances, the camera will just have a bit more focus where it's like the goal is in focus. Interesting. Well, that's interesting revelation indeed. Okay, how about we do things differently? Now it's not so focused on the back goal. I mean, I'm not exactly sure whether you want it or not like that. How about we set everything to default, except for that. Use replay camera. Interesting. And we have that turned off too and see what happens. Quite interesting. I wonder, what does that even mean? You know, maybe I should have done some research, because I'm pretty sure there's, like, on Reddit, there's people that probably do have, like, the personal camera settings and stuff like that. I might just take a short look at it too for a moment. I may just take a look at r/Rocket League. You know, how about I come back to this and I'll do a little bit of a Google search, because I'm quite curious of this. I'm very curious indeed. Hello everyone, this is Mr. Popo Jr. I'm back again. Yeah, I tried to look at the Reddit and I didn't really see anything really. Oh yeah, this thing. Yeah. Yeah, it's not exactly is this playing? Okay, now's it playing. Now's it playing. But yeah, everything seems so close up when you have the autocam distance like that. So I tend to just move it a bit far back. Set the FOV some. You know, I probably should have saved whatever autocam settings I had. I should have probably took a screenshot of it. But I bet if I look back at the video, I can see what I had at the start. But I kind of do like the slow down aerial focus speed. Aerial focus threshold. How about I try to see what's like maxed out? I'm so sorry if it seems like I'm doing the same thing over and over again. It's like I'm just kind of curious by certain things. Interesting. I can hardly even see my car when I do that. Okay. Yeah, the focus threshold. Okay, let's resume this. It's not as focused. I wonder, that was just pretty weird, you know? Okay, I see, 1.5. Okay, now how about I try that? Go back to wherever it was at. No. Darn it. I don't even remember where I was, but yeah, it seems like, huh. This is quite interesting. Set the focus threshold to 0. It doesn't seem to focus in at all. Interesting. Okay, now how about I go to a certain point within the replay where I know I can give a thorough comparison. Yeah, I think that part's coming up, because it's quite interesting. Yeah, because you see, I'm used to having it zoom in, but in this case, it's not zoomed in at all. Interesting. Yeah, if you have it at 0, it doesn't really do much. Now, let's see if I add it to 0.5. Wait. Now, how about I set things to 0 again, but have the focus speed maxed out, like how it originally was. Zooming back. I guess it interesting. So from what I've concluded from this little experiment is that if you set the threshold to 0, the zoom does nothing at all. So it's kind of interesting. So it's kind of like, do you like zoom or do you not? So that's actually a key option right there. If you like zoom, set it up. Okay. Wonder, how about I up the height some to give this a better look? Yeah, I think this is better. Well, wait, maxing out this far. It might be a little much. Interesting, though. Quite interesting. Interesting. How about I lower it down some, though? So I think that height's too much. I mean, maybe if I up the distance some. How about I put it around 1,000 and see how that looks? That shot looks nice and all, but it's like, it's a bit too zoomed in, I feel. Huh. Wonder what it'd be like if I set that to 0. Interesting. There is a focus distance in speed, though, so I could set up the focus distance. Yeah, how about I give a good look at this? Oh yeah, the focus is completely off when I do that. I forgot the threshold completely turns it off. I think I might do a secondary video where I just talk about the results of my experimentation. But yeah, how about I try putting the aerial focus distance far. Let's put this extremely far first to test out any differences. It seems a bit too far out, but it does seem like less like, it feels less in your face, I feel. How about I lower it down to 500? Maybe that's the ticket. Yeah, it's kind of alright, I guess. It's better than before. What if I lower the focus speed some? Maybe lowering the focus speed would help that out. And because it seems like the camera kind of gets ahead of the player. How about I up it back to 15 and see how that goes, the speed. I think it's better that way, yeah. I mean, if we're gonna do things like this, yeah, it's kind of better. Nice. Now, let's see how it works if we... Oh wait, we already have that off. I guess I didn't fully set things to default. Okay, now, let's switch things back to focus on the goal zones. Let's see how it works now. I think the big is better. I think maybe some of the issues I had was maybe because I didn't have those two things on. I mean, if I had that a bit more focused, it probably would be a bit better. But yeah, I think I kind of like the way these camera settings are. It's pretty nice. But I felt like at that point right there, you couldn't really get a good look at what was going on, really. But yeah, I may mess around with this in the future and come back with my results of this little experimentation. Quite curious, because there are some moments where it seems alright, some moments where it could be better, I feel. Huh. You know, I think I will definitely come back to it. I think I'll end the video right here because depending on how long and how much I keep in, this video could probably be longer than the last few videos. But yeah, let's have discussion in the comments, talk about this. Let me know which kind of results you guys found from experimenting with Autocam settings. I I really would like to have some Autocam settings that are pretty good. Because there's just one thing I've tried before where I just have it fly and I have it set at broadcast. Because that's kind of like one thing that I'd like to have is have it like this. It's actually pretty nice like this though. So sorry, I'm trying to end the video, but at the same time it's like I'm busy checking out all this other stuff. Thing is, it's like the camera's just slowly moving around-ish. I wonder if there's camera settings for this. Oh wait, no. Invert spectator pitch and camera shake. Gosh, that's awful. How limited the fly, how to have camera shake on for that fly thing. But yeah, the only issue with setting things only to fly is that it's like when you get right here, it's like you can't see anything unless you move it a bit. Maybe you set it up right there, it's like you kind of still see the, you know, the cage. But yeah, I need to stop with the rambling nonsense because this is turning a bit too rambly by my standards, even. Yeah, we'll end it. We'll end it. We'll end it here. We'll end it here. I'll make sure to take a look at some other things, but yeah, this is Mr. Popo Jr. and I'll see you guys next time.